Geordie Shore star Aaron Chalmers' ex Talia shares heartbreaking health update on son. Geordie Shore star Aaron Chalmers and his ex-partner Talia Otway's son Oakley was born with a rare genetic disorder called Apert syndrome. Geordie Shore star Aaron Chalmers' ex-partner Talia Otway shared an update on their seriously ill son's health. Oakley, 1, was born with the rare genetic disorder, Apert syndrome. Last month, little Oakley was rushed to the hospital with sepsis and was taken into theater to drain the serious infection from his head. On Saturday, June 8, Talia took to her stories to share an update with her followers. Along with a selfie taken from the hospital, Talia wrote, "Putting your child into theater never gets easier. They are going to try and see where the leak of CSF is coming from. They won't put a shunt in yet as Oakley is still on strong IV antibiotics. There will be a meeting next week to discuss long-term plans if this carries on leaking. They mentioned he may have another rain fitted today." On Sunday morning, she revealed he underwent another surgery the night before. She shared a picture of Oakley sitting on her lap, with gauze wrapped around his head. She wrote, "Another surgery last night. They found a hole under Oakley's skull which was leaking CSF. He's got a lumbar drain in for now to help drain the CSF. There will be a meeting on Monday to discuss the next step, which will probably lead to another operation which could be a shunt." A couple of hours later, she posted a selfie with him and praised him as the strongest little boy. Apert syndrome is a rare genetic condition which affects around 1 in 120,000 children. They have a characteristic appearance due to the problems with the skull plates fusing and mid-face bones not growing in proportion. According to the NHS, if the skull plate fusion is severe, pressure can build up inside the brain, intracranial pressure, which will require urgent treatment. There is a risk of developing hydrocephalus. Hydrocephalus occurs when the cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, is stopped from circulating or being reabsorbed. Talia, who shares 3 children with Aaron, Romeo, 4, Maddox, 3 and 1-year-old Oakley, previously told the Mirror she would never forget the moment Oakley had to be intubated after going into sepsis shock. While praising the NHS for being incredible as Oakley keeps on fighting, she said, "I will never forget the moment the doctors and nurses rushed into the ward. He was leaking fluid from his head. It was terrifying. It was the most petrified I have ever been in my life. It's a moment I will never forget, and every day is about waiting for information and hoping things improve. He's been in and out of hospital all his life. But he's just had his longest period back at home. I suppose I thought we were finally winning. He was so happy before last week. We were making big strides. I just want him to pull through and have a normal childhood. He deserves that. Now we're waiting on a decision for further surgery. It's traumatic.